Peace. I worked the night shift today. Um, and I had a strange thing happen to me. I'm coming home. I'm on a busy street, but it's not a lot of traffic. This is like almost midnight. And so, um, my normal route, I take it, I turn off the busy boulevard and I turn off into, it's not really like a side street, it's a normal street. Leads you to the old VA hospital on Claremont. And so I'm taking this route. And then I see these lights in the sky. And okay, before I make my turn, I'm sitting there at Colorado Boulevard and I see the lights coming. It looks pretty big. And they go like behind the building and they should come out in front of the building. So I'm sitting there, I was like, what is that? So I'm looking, but it never comes out from the building. So my light goes green, I make my turn, and as I'm turning and I get upon, I think it's Yale or Hale Street, I see it off in the distance. It's up in the sky. And then as I'm driving forward, it starts coming towards me. And I don't hear anything. When I first saw it, I didn't hear anything. Don't hear anything as I'm driving toward it, and then it starts to come towards me. And it has weird lightings on it. It has like this one real bright white light, and then it has this strobing. Now the white light starts to strobe, and there's another light, red, and it strobes, then not strobes, strobes, and then not strobes. And when it's not strobing, it's not on. So it starts coming to me. So I start leaning forward, looking out the window to see what the hell it is, and I don't hear anything. And then I come to a complete stop because I'm like, what the hell is this? And then it gets lower and it gets right over me, and I'm like, oh shit, what? And then I start hearing, and I was like, whew, it's a helicopter. So I drive off, and but the weird thing is I couldn't hear anything till it was directly over my car. So maybe it was one of those stealth helicopters or something like that. Maybe they're doing maneuvers at night, getting ready for possibly something to happen. But I don't know. I just had to share it, and I was fearful. I was like, "What the?" Yeah, I had a little fear in me from that because I don't know what. At first, I thought it was one of those little drones or things people can operate and fly in the sky, but it was too big. Once it got starts coming lower in its altitude and started coming towards me because it stopped right at the lights where you can turn on Claremont to go to the OVA, and I was approaching that, and it stopped right there, and it was kind of low, and I was like, nah, that's too big for a little hand operated drone. It was too big, and still don't hear nothing. But as I kept going forward, then it started to come forward towards me, and I'm looking out the window trying to see if I can see anything like, okay, that's a little, drone or something. But once it got closer to me and lower, I was like, nah, that's too big. But I couldn't tell it was a helicopter. But only when it got right over me, I heard that, and it still wasn't that loud. So that's my first night working a night shift, and my first night driving home. Oh, and check this out. So that's my normal ride. I always drive that way home. And there were no other damn cars on that street when I turned off the major boulevard. There were no other cars there. And that's what put a little fear in me. I was like, there ain't nobody around them. But I just had to share that story with y'all. And please comment. Maybe not. But say what you got to say. But yeah, that really happened. Peace. This is Robert Reyes.